Change or remain mired in problems? Dmitry Medvedev has sent a clear message about the state of the global financial system at the start of the annual economic forum in China. The event's dubbed the Asian Davos, as it brings together leaders and businessmen from the region. RT's Tessa Arcilio reports from the Chinese resort city of Boao for us.
The leaders of the BRICS countries have come to the Boao Forum with the consensus they have reached at the summit that they want to see reforms both in the international financial system as well as those of global governance in order to reflect what they see as a stronger reality of the shift in power, at least economically, moving from the west to the east. So let's hear what Russian President Dmitry Medvedev had said on this.
The world strongly needs the reform of global financial architecture. The BRICS summit, which has just wrapped up, confirmed that the member states stand for the creation of the new multipolar architecture. This architecture should take into account the fair distribution of the global development potential and dynamic development of new centers of economic and political influence.
Well, also they have brought up bringing up an alternative to the global reserve currency, which is currently dominated by the U.S. dollars. Nothing yet put into detail, but they do want to see reform in that as well. Another thing they did bring up is the situation in Japan. At least President Medvedev wants to see cooperation in the pursuit of safe nuclear energy, especially safety mechanisms in dealing with catastrophes as they had seen in Japan. Another thing today that they are really bringing up is the issue of social inequality that could rise from very speedy economic growth. Now, they don't want to see the rich becoming richer and the poor becoming poor, that gap widening. Therefore, they don't want to sacrifice stability in their pursuit of their economic goals. Well, let's get more insight now. I'm joined by Mark Machin from Goldman Sachs Asia. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, we have seen the consensus from the BRICS summit. How do you think their consensus is going to impact the economic and political world?
Well, I think this is a very positive development for the world. I think the fact that these 5 major economies across all the major continents of the world have now come together in a coordinated fashion is very positive. There's been a general understanding of the rise of the economic power of the 4 countries, and also now with Africa included, the rise of these 5 areas. And so I think Europe and the US have been acutely aware of the inevitable economic strength and rising strength of these areas, and thinking carefully on how to interact and deal with that. But it's a reality.
All right. Well, thank you very much. So these countries certainly looking for more cooperation and coordination economically, but not just that, also politically. Coincidentally, all 5 countries are members of the UN Security Council. They do want to see more influence in that council, and therefore they want to see the pursuit, again, of their economic power in line with their political clout as well.